the thing is, I never gave up because I knew it was possible. I knew that if trading exists, right, there has to be a way to make money from this. And I was determined to find that way. As hard as it was, and as many times I had to fail as I didn't give up. And that is the most important thing. Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be a video about why I left the UK 2 years ago. Why I left everything behind, why I left my family, why I quit my job, why I dropped out of university, and why I went full-time with trading. And this is a video, by the way, for people who are currently working a 9-to-5 job. Maybe you understand that there is more to life, and hopefully you do, because there is a lot more to life than sitting in an office for the rest of your life working for somebody else. Because that's exactly what I realized, and that's why I left. I realized there is so much more in the world than working for somebody else stuck in an office. And once I moved out to Thailand, bro, it was the best thing I ever did. Now, like most of you probably watching this video, you grew up in the UK, and so did I. I grew up in London, and for my whole life, I have been, doing the normal stuff that people do, going out to parties. I went to sixth form, I went to university. I actually went to university and studied accounting and finance, but I ended up quitting. I ended up leaving that all behind and moving to Thailand. And the reason why I did it is because, guys, first of all, just look at this, right? Just take this in. This is my life, and this has been my life for the last 2 years. I had good friends, I had a decent job. I was maybe making £2,000 a month. And at the time I thought, you know what, that's not too bad. I'm only 19, £2,000 a month. Life could be worse, right? But I eventually realized that it was never going to satisfy me living like that. I started to see people on TikTok, on YouTube, on Instagram, showcasing their Lamborghinis, their crazy lifestyle, and I wanted a piece of that. So I looked into so many different ways to make money online. I looked into drop shipping, I looked into trading, I looked into e-commerce, which is actually the same as drop shipping. What am I talking about? I looked into loads of different things, right? You get the point. But as much as I tried to make one of these things work, I just couldn't find anything that worked for me. And I felt really trapped. I felt like nobody in my circle was trying to do the same things as me. And as much as I would try and explain to my friends, look, we can try this business, we can try this side hustle, they would never do it, and they would never see the vision like I did. Sometimes I would tell them, guys, I'm trying to make money online, I'm trying to eventually travel the world and have an online income, and they just wouldn't understand. They just wouldn't understand. I remember this conversation, but I would tell my friend, I'm trying to learn this skill. Maybe I'm trying to learn trading, maybe I'm trying to learn drop shipping. But they just would think, why are you trying to learn that? Why? Like, some people actually got angry at me for even saying the idea that I want to make money without working a 9-to-5 job. For some people, for some of my friends, that actually angered them. And it's just crazy. And the point I'm trying to make here before I actually get into the video of how I was able to leave the UK and literally transform my life is the people in the UK that you surround yourself with now, they are the reason why you still are where you are today. If you were surrounding yourself with killers and people making 10, 20 times the amount of money you make, you would make that money as well. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Your environment dictates your success. And one of the only ways to truly become successful is to change your environment, which is why I left the UK, surround myself with entrepreneurs making way more money than I did, and transform my life. So eventually I stopped complaining, I took action, and this is when I learned the skill of trading. Now, for a lot of you watching this video, you have probably already tried to learn how to trade. And as a result of you trying to learn how to trade, you probably realize right now how difficult trading actually is. Because I had to go through the exact thing that you're going through right now. I was trying to learn trading, but all of the information I was trying to learn was just terrible. People were selling me signals, people were selling me scams everywhere I looked. And I just couldn't really work out how to actually go about mastering trading. But the thing is, I never gave up because I knew it was possible. I knew that if trading exists, right, there has to be a way to make money from this. And I was determined to find that way. As hard as it was, and as many times I had to fail as I didn't give up. And that is the most important thing, especially for those of you maybe watching this video wanting to learn how to trade. the most important thing is, yes, there are going to be scams. Yes, at times you're going to want to quit, but if you quit, then you're never going to make it, right? And that is the belief that I had. So I learned how to trade. I did this, by the way, by investing into a mentor. And this, honestly, guys, changed my life. And it's the reason why I am where I am today. If I hadn't have invested in a mentor, if I hadn't have actually taken the action to learn how to trade, and I mean learn how to trade properly, by the way. I mean sit down for hours every single day, backtesting, journaling, actually learning a strategy and not changing my strategy every single month like most people do. Actually taking it seriously, that's how I was able to change my life. That's what was needed for me to go from broke, making maybe £1,000 or £2,000 a month, to now making over £20,000, £30,000 a month from trading. And I was able to do this at 20 years old. Like seriously, trading changed everything for me. It's because of trading that I am where I am today. But it was not easy. And so many people, guys, and I'll stress this again, make it seem like trading's easy, but the truth is, guys, if you want the honest truth, trading is probably the hardest way to make easy money. And let me explain what I mean by this, okay? When you're learning how to trade, you're going to need to sit there for hours and hours and hours, for days and for probably months and years without seeing any results. But only eventually, when you actually get through those hard times and finally become profitable, will making money become the easiest thing in the world. You'll eventually get to a point where you can, I hate to say it because it sounds so fake, but literally like print money, you know? Like for example, guys, if I just show you this really quickly, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and show you a trade that I took last Friday, okay? And this trade made me $5,000 in the matter of maybe 4 hours time, okay? So let me go ahead and show you guys this. And yes, it was on a funded account, and I will show you proof. Just give me 1 second. So hopefully here you guys can see, it might be a bit too sunny, but that's $5,000, and that is on an ACG 200K funded account, okay? So there is no faking this. That is the proof, and that is all the proof you need to see, right? That trading can change your life. But like I said, this is not something that's easy, and it took me so many failures, so much money lost to actually get to that position where I can make this money. But once you get to the position where you can make this sort of money, then bro, your life will change forever. My routine right now is honestly amazing. I literally just wake up, I go to the gym, I do a walk in the park, I come back after having lunch, I trade with my community for maybe one hour a day. If I don't trade, I'll just go in the pool like I am right now. If I do trade, I make a few $1,000s. And yeah, man, it's just a great experience. It's a great life. And this is honestly the life that everybody should be living. It's so easy to think that you're not capable of something like this. And the reason I say that is because all of your friends will make it seem like you're not capable as well. But that is the problem that most people face. Their friends and their environment holds them back from ever achieving their potential. And that is why I left the UK. That is why I left England. And that's why I probably will live in Thailand now for the next few years of my life. I mean, saying that though, I actually am going back to the UK in about 1 month's time. And by the way, if you guys want me to do another trader meetup like I did last time I came back to London, then let me know in the comments and I will arrange something crazy again, and I'll give away even more accounts. Last time I gave away $1 million of challenge accounts, and maybe this time I'll give away even more. And also I want to add as well that I'm not saying everybody needs to leave the UK, but what I am saying is if you are currently in the position where you are making what's considered a good amount of money for your age, maybe you're 20, 22, 24, making a few thousand a month, right? Your mum and your dad are going to be telling you, wow, that's great. Your friends are going to be telling you, wow, that's great. But if you're watching this video and you know that you can make more, then you need to leave the UK, because the UK is what's holding you back. And obviously adding on to this, you need to actually learn a skill that will actually give you the ability to make money anywhere in the world. Because yes, it's all well and good saying to you guys that you can make a lot more than you currently do, but without having the skill set, then that's never going to happen. And that is why, for those of you still watching this video, you honestly should invest into learning how to trade, okay? You need to actually invest into yourself, just like I did 2 years ago, because that initial investment changed my life. And there is such a bad stereotype around courses, around mentorships, because to be honest, guys, people just don't actually give them long enough to see results. For example, if I had just quit my mentorship after 1 month of learning and thinking it was a scam, then I would be just like everybody else. I'd still be stuck in my 9 to 5 and I'd still be broke. But because I believed in myself and because I kept on going, I am now in the position that I can enjoy my life and travel all around the world. So if that is something that you're looking to do, then I do have a mentorship. I do have a course that will teach you how to trade so that you can eventually become just like me and travel the world and enjoy your life. And if that is something you're looking to do, then there'll be a link below. You can check out my website, see if it's a good fit for you. And if it is, hopefully I see you inside my community and I can transform your life just like I was able to do for mine.